students. Today we will discuss about the continuing topic of Oceanic Pelagic Zone. Oceanic Pelagic Zone. In this Oceanic Pelagic Zone, last class we just discussed the zones. 5 types of zones are based on the penetration of light, or availability of the temperatures, and availability of the dissolved oxygens, so and so the physical factors. In this ocean pelagic zone, okay, pelagic means is nothing but the surface, okay, surface area of water, surface area of water, okay. Here the zones are 5: epipelagic and the floating mesopelagic area of zone, epipelagic zone, mesopelagic zone, and here the abyssal, and next to the battle, so third one is battle, and fourth one is abyssal, and fifth one is hadopelagic zone, isn't it? Yes, just quickly recapitulations about the zones, and then the first one is epipelagic, and second one is mesopelagic zone, and third one is bathopelagic zone, and fourth one is here bathopelagic after abyssal pelagic zone, and fifth one is hadopelagic zone, right? Here each epipelagic zone is consists of numerous flora and fauna. Here, epi means the approximately where the sunlight is penetrated. Sunlight is more and more abundant in this region. That's why here the flora, especially water phytoplanktons, and zooplanktons are also very in number, and various species are also present in the epipelagic zone. And mesopelagic zones here completely floating organisms which are floating in the completely in water. They are not on the surface of the water, they are not on the complete bottom of the water bodies, they are middle in the regions. That's why this is known as mesopelagic zone. In the mesopelagic zone, completely the nectons, and which are nectons. Right now, these nectons are take the feed on night time, that come and reach at the surface of the water bodies. Right, and bathopelagic zone, here the complete darkness or the shallow shadows are present. High pressure is also present in that region. Okay, and where the biomass of high biomass is present, epipelagic zone to mesopelagic zone only we are observing the high biomass index, and the thermodynamic temperature will also be present in that area only. But when we are observing the light is penetrated up to this abyssal region, complete darkness is observed. Darkness and high pressure, and next one is here the dissolved oxygen percentage is also less. Okay, high pressures, dissolved oxygen percentage is also be less, and next one is here the salinity is above, and darkness it means cold water, temperature is also less. Temperature is also very less, that's why the cold climatic conditions are present. That's why in this abyssal pelagic zone, the organisms can tolerate to ready or able to survive in that zone. Okay. And next one here, ocean pelagic zone. After this completion of these 5 zones, now we are discussing the simple ocean pelagic ecosystem. Oceanic pelagic ecosystem. Ecosystem means here abiotic and biotic factors both are involved in the ecosystems. Here the ecosystem is completely dependent or based on the phytoplanktons. This is based on the phytoplanktons. These phytoplanktons are primary producers. Why? They are producing the producers. They are mostly used these inorganic substances. For example, CO2 plus O2 plus water, and actually they are living the water. That's why simply they are using the water and the sunlight. Here sunlight also be used by these producers with the help of the chlorophyll. They are participate in the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. They may convert it into the food particles. That's why these are known as a autotrophs. Autotrophs, those are the phytoplanktons which are present in our epipelagic ecosystem. One of the most important character of the ecosystem, those are the producers. Here in the oceanic pelagic zone, the phytoplanktons are as producers. Right now? And next one in this region, pelagic birds. The pelagic birds are the are completely dependent on the organisms. Why? Because when the fishes are come on the surface of the water, these birds are saw the fish and come and pick up the organisms. That's why the pelagic birds is the birds, pelagic birds. Okay, Atlantic or Arctic tern, Atlantic or Atlantic puffin, Atlantic puffin. This is a bird name. Atlantic puffin birds are present under the area ocean pelagic zone. Okay, here the producers, consumers, primary, secondary, tertiary consumers and decomposers also needed in when we discuss this ecosystem of pelagic zone. Here the Atlantic puffin and oceanic birds. The first one is Atlantic and second one is macaroni penguins. Macaroni penguins. Penguins. And next one, okay, another bird names albatross. Albatross, right now? These are the best example of pelagic birds. And pelagic fishes is also there. Pelagic fishes. Which type of fishes are available in the pelagic zone? The fishes are here herring fishes, and next fishes is oceanic sharks, shark fish, and another one that is billfish, and next one is captain fish. Okay, such type of fish organisms are present in the oceanic pelagic ecosystem. And what are the invertebrata are available in ocean pelagic zone ecosystem? Invertebrates. These invertebrates are mostly copepods. Copepods are available, and next one the decapods, and the larvae of the amphibians, It means nothing but the tadpoles, and next the larvae of ascidians, copepods, decapods, and larvae of amphibians, and some the rotipods, cladocerans. These are the best example of oceanic pelagic zone invertebrates which are present in the ecosystem. These are the zooplanktons. These are the best option of eaten by these fishes. These fishes are food for these birds. Okay, and some of the important reptiles are also present in the pelagic zone. The pelagic oceanic pelagic zone or ecosystem reptiles are reptiles. Oceanic pelagic reptiles are here the invertebrates. Okay, ma'am. And these are the fishes. And here we explain some birds. Okay, these are the invertebrates. Invertebrates are food for the fishes. These fishes are the food for these are birds. And some reptiles are also present in the pelagic zone. Those reptiles name is only one single species of snake is present in these reptiles. Okay, only one snake which is present on the surface. This pelagic zone, its name is Pilamis platura. Right, ma? That is Pilamis platura. The capital Pilamis platura. There is a single only one of the snake which is present in the pelagic ecosystem. And next another one is sea turtles. Sea turtles. Okay, etc. These are the reptilians which are present in the oceanic pelagic zone. This oceanic pelagic zone is when we are discussed in the similarities of the ecosystem. This ecosystem is completely based on the producers. Here the producers are nothing but the phytoplanktons, isn't it, ma'am? And next, I hope you people understand my way, right? And next one is a marine benthic zone. After completion of this ocean pelagic zone, now we enter into this marine benthic zone. Benthic zone. Benthic means, here pelagic means the up layers of water. Pelagic means here nothing but the littoral zone, sea, shore, those are intertidal regions. Okay, but here pelagic, ocean region, pelagic region means where the abundant of the surface of water which is able to penetrate the sunlight up to the 200 meters enough. Up to the 200 or 200 to 1000 mesopelagic zone. Okay, ma'am. The surface is the first we have a slope area, slope to continental shelf, so continental rise, and next slowly we are enter into this region. Last class developed. Okay, and next class, next topic is marine benthic zone. Pelagic means upper and benthic means lower. The lower, the substratum of the water body, which is very all water bodies, their ending place is known as a benthic region. A marine is a lowest level of a marine or freshwater system and includes the sediment surface of the sediment surface of the benthic zone. Lowest level, the lowest level of the water body. It is the sedimentary surface of the bottom. Lowest level of the marine or a marine or a freshwater body. Freshwater body which is very close, freshwater system, and includes the sediment surface. Freshwater system and includes includes the sediment surface. Okay, ma? Sediment surfaces the benthic zone. The benthic zone. Lowest level of the marine water body or freshwater body. Those bodies are very nearer or very close to the bottom or the land or the planet. Okay, that's why this includes the sediment surface of the benthic zone. In the benthic zone means here there starts at the shore. These benthic zones in the ocean. Okay, ma. There starts at the shore, seashore line. For example, this is a seashore. Okay, this is a shore. That starts at the shore, and it is a continental shelf, and these extended down along the bottom of the lake. Extended along the bottom of lake. Right. For example, this lake map. Here the benthic zone. Here the sedimentation, decomposing. Right, this is the surface, sediment surface. This is a benthic zone. This extends to a depth of 6,000 meters. Extends to a depth of 6,000 meters. Right, ma'am? The lowest part of the lake or lowest part of the marine and lowest part of the whatever the water bodies is there, right? And here these are also be extended as it is considered with the abyssal plain. Okay, the region is known as abyssal region, right, ma'am? Here the epipelagic and mesopelagic, bathypelagic region, and next abyssal region, and last one here hadopelagic regions. That's why they are almost all reaches about the abyssal region. They are extended into this the plain, abyssal plain at the bottom of the ocean. Abyssal plain of bottom of the ocean. Isn't it, ma'am? Right, this is known as a benthic zone. In the benthic zone, the characteristics, okay, benthic zone has a special characteristics. Every zone, they are mostly known that the physico-chemical characteristics of the water bodies. Here, abiotic factors. Simply, we are known in the term that is an ecosystem. Abiotic factors. Abiotic factors are here light, temperature, pressure, and next one the pH levels, and chemical components. Those are dissolved or solids. Okay, ma, dissolved solids. Here the sodium, carbonates, chlorides, and the turbidity, and what the compositions are related to the chemicals, inorganic and organic substances are there present. Right? Here we are have the characteristics of the benthic region. Marine benthic region, that is what we said here, the benthic zone characteristics. Benthic zone characteristics. The first one is here heavy light is not present. That's why sunlight, low sunlight, Sometimes sunlight is also not present, ma. Low sunlight or absence of light or darkness. Darkness, low sunlight, this is a factor one. And next, pressure is high, high pressures. Low sunlight and low temperatures. And next one, high pressure, high pressures and cold climate, cold water or cold climate. Right, ma? Cold climate, and they have a little life. That's why in this region have a little life. These characteristics are mentioned as a little life is present here. Those life, little life, or the little species shows us biodiversities, different type of biodiversities are shown in this region. Okay, this is the Pelagic region, this is the Benthic region. Okay, Pelagic zone and this is the Benthic zone. And next, the chemical physical characteristics. Benthic zone characteristics mentioned as that low sunlight and low temperature, high pressures and cold climatic conditions are mentioned as that there is a little life is present. Little life is present. This life it shows a biodiversity. Biodiversity, right now? This life shows a little biodiversities. Right. And at the benthic zone, here provides many nutrients. Benthic zone is provides many nutrients. Many nutrients. How? Yes, we discussing this. Many nutrients means where the phytoplanktons and zooplanktons and small fishes, large fishes and some more large sharks also be died, and their dead bodies are slowly reached at the bottom of the water body. That is a benthic region. In the bottom of the body, which are lived in the areas? Oh, the decomposers and transformations. Those are scavengers, nothing but scavengers, that is bacteria and some fungi. These are performs their actions, and the decomposing bodies are completely decayed, and the nitrates and the phosphates and what are the calciums are completely deposited on the bottom, and some are dissolved in the water and they are slowly come up and completely mingled with the water. Right, man? That's why benthic zone is provides a many nutrients. These many nutrients and adds a greatly to the species in richness and add a great life, that is great species which are rich in values, right, ma? And add a great life where the high nutrients is there, then the organisms are also very high, but this situation is present. There is no availability of sunlight. There is no autophagy are present. The autotrophs are present. That's why those organisms are completely dependent on the dead bodies only. When the dead body is come and reach at the bottom, then only the organism shows their actions. Okay, these regions, organisms are completely dependent on the dead bodies, scavations. Okay, they are having a ability to tolerate such a type of situations or the conditions into the benthic region. Right now, here the benthic region, so many organisms have the flattened body organisms. Flattened body organisms, and some organisms have a bioluminescence nature, which are shows in the light within the darkness. Okay, they have in that the area water also be very calm and cool going. Okay, shallow movements of the water currents are present in the benthic zone. That's why they have any slow motions. Here some other invertebrates is also present. Those are simply polychaetes and the molluscans, especially these crabs and some what we say, the decapods, sea stars. So many animals are present in the areas in the benthic zones. Right now, and crustaceans. What are the animals? What are the animals are living in the benthic zone? Crustaceans. And next one is that another one. Those are crustaceans of the sponges and bivalves. Bivalvates, which means those are what we say, Pinctoda vulgaris, bivalvatus, the best example. And snails, sea stars, and some other animals, and so many fishes, polychaetes, and some polychaetes. These are the organisms which are lived in the benthic region. And the physical characteristics, the temperature. Okay, now. And next one is that the physical characteristics of the temperature. Temperature is less now. Here the temperature is present in shallow depth, may drop at shallow depth, maybe drop the temperatures 2 degrees to 3 degrees centigrades, 2 degrees centigrades to 3 degrees centigrades. And the next one, especially this zone is considered as a abyssal zone. Abyssal plain or abyssal zone. That's the temperature. And next one is the chemical environment. The chemical environment is present the dead and decomposing organisms. Those are reached at the benthic region. This benthic region, here we are sees the decay and decomposing dead bodies. Their body containing the carbon, calcium, nitrates, sulfates and phosphorus, and so and so are the chemical components. And where the pressure 1000 times is larging. Okay ma'am, the pressure is 1000 times is greater than the surface waters. 1000 times is larger. 1000 times larger than surface water. What is this ma'am? Pressure. This is another character. And next character is that is the light. Up to 200 meters. Then after the completion of 200 meters of the depth in the oceanics or marine or lake, there is no light is present. Up to 200 meters only. Up to 200 meters, the sunlight is penetrate. Okay, if there is any possibility of the rays, okay, the sun can produce the light up to 200 meters. Then when we are reach out this, we are not have the light. No. And next one is another one is there is an microbial communications. And next one characteristics that is microbial communication. What is the microbial communication? microbial communications. Here, the organisms are dependent each other, direct or indirectly. The dead and decomposing particles are slowly reached at the benthic region, where the organism shows their actions. Right now, more over the days, completely carnivorous, either omnivorous organisms are lived on the benthic region. These animals are also big, can die. The one only most important decomposers, the scavengers shows their action. This is about the marine benthic zone or the freshwater marine. Freshwater. Benthic zone means lowest level of the marine or freshwater systems, which includes the sediment surface of the benthic zone. In this is extended to a depth of the 6,000 meters, and the depth is we are shown here, right now. And here the benthic zone characteristics, they containing the low light, or sometimes we are in the winter seasons or the dark seasons is there is no light, dark noise, and low temperatures. This low light sunlight and low temperatures, high pressures and cold climatic conditions can lead a little life of organisms. This little life of organisms shows a different biodiversities. These biodiversities shows some great regions. In these benthic regions provided us so many, okay ma'am, so many things, and add great nutrients. The nutrients are come by this water by the action of decomposing only. Okay ma'am. Here the organisms are living crustaceans, sponges, bivalves, snails, sea stars, fishes. Okay. These are the chemical and physical characteristics of the benthic zone, especially in marine water. Thank you.